Hi, this is Tim from fititmidlife.com, and today we have the GORUCK MACV-1 6-inch high boot in black leather. This is the second generation of GORUCK's Jungle Rucking Boot, the one with the drain ports for draining water. Last week, I showed you the coyote suede version of the boot. So why did I get black leather? Well, first of all, I really liked the boots. They were good. And I wanted to test, can these truly be used with no break-in? We'll also give you a tour of all the features, so stick around. Okay, let's talk about the GORUCK MACV-1. This is what GORUCK calls a jungle rucking boot. It is not waterproof. It actually has mesh-covered drain ports for draining water. The idea being that these are meant for water immersion. So you're hiking, you're rucking, you're going through streams and swamps. There's no point in trying to keep the water out. The water's going to get in, so you might as well have a way to get rid of it as quickly as possible. Beyond that, it is a boot. It is 6-inch high. The upper is made from what GORUCK calls their challenge leather. This is a new version of their leather material. It is supposed to be more durable, and it is supposed to get better with use. A big improvement with the second generation of the MACV-1 is the outsole. So you can see here they have added a more aggressive tread pattern for better all-terrain performance. If I angle this, you can kind of see the lugs are there. They're pretty deep, but not as deep as other boots. So these are a little bit more well-rounded than a true outdoor all-terrain boot. But at the same time, GORUCK has added enough traction here, hopefully, that these will work better in all-terrain conditions. Beyond that, this is a dual rubber compound. So the heel is more durable, firmer rubber. The forefoot is stickier rubber for better traction. And also, there is a drop-in insert, which forms the major component of the cushioning of this boot. So first of all, you can see it's got good arch support. This midsole is a fairly dense foam, yet it does have good cushion. And I will say, based on my experience with the coyote suede version of the boot, I do enjoy using these boots. They are comfortable to go distances. So they have definitely done well there. The boot uses speed laces. So these are 3mm laces. These are thinner than the laces on your average boot. GORUCK says they're quicker to tie. They will attract less debris, and they will absorb less water when the boot does get immersed. Inside the boot, there is a suede-lined heel counter. You can see the suede there. GORUCK claims that this boot does not need any break-in time because of the suede lining in the heel counter. Their claim is that you can use these out of the box, go the distance with no problems, and we will be testing that later. You can also see the outsole rolls up around the front to provide a toe guard. And you can see that the GORUCK Spearhead logo appears in a number of places on the tongue, and also it is engraved on the heel area as well as on the outsole. So overall, these are really good looking boots. To compare them to the coyote suede, I got these about a week ago, maybe a little more than that. Really like them a lot, very comfortable. As for GORUCK's claim that no break-in is needed, I can confirm that I have had no issues with this boot, although I did buy an 11.5. And so GORUCK claims these run true to size. An 11.5 is actually larger than my normal size of 11. But their advice on the webpage was, if you're not sure, go a half size up to accommodate for the swelling that can happen in your feet when you go long distances. So my thought was I should get an 11.5, and that's what I did. I found that's just a little bit too much room in the boot for my foot in particular. And so these work fine with 2 pairs of socks, which are actually not a bad idea whenever you're going the distance, because it helps eliminate blisters and hot spots and things like that. But I really wanted to try an 11. So that's what we've got here. This is a size 11. And so I would also like to test the claim that no break-in is needed on these boots. These have just come right out of the box. They have not been worn. I intend to do a 6-mile ruck march with a 20-pound weight and see how they do. Or more accurately, see how my feet do. So stay tuned for those results. All right, so we've got the boots and socks. We've got the GORUCK Bullet, which is a backpack, and a 20-pound ruck plate. Let's go a few miles. These boots are new right out of the box, and let's see how they do. All right, so at about the 1.5 mile mark, my feet feel fine. Walking at a 3.7 mile per hour pace according to the GPS, which is a little faster than normal, but you know, it's because I'm fresh. It's also night, obviously, because I have to work during the day. Got to do this tonight. But so far, feet feel fine. Fit is perfect. I think these will go the distance with no issue. All right, so just over 2.2 miles. Feeling a little bit of rub on the left heel, which I think might be because my left foot might be a tiny bit smaller than the right, but feels all right. Gonna keep going. All right, so we're at just over 3 miles, 50 minutes, 3.7 mile per hour pace. And the left heel definitely has some rub to it. So it is just a little too much movement of the foot within the boot. I think I am going to throw on a second pair of socks on the left foot and see how that does. So I am at about the halfway point and I would like to keep going. All right, so just past the 4 mile mark, about an hour. Second sock on the left, it feels a lot better. Tightened up the laces on both, and 2 miles to go. All right, so just over 5 miles. I was able to pick the pace back up to 3.7 miles per hour. Left foot feels better. And I got maybe 1.5 miles or so to go is what I think. All right, in the home stretch now, probably 1 mile to go. I'm really beat, slowed down quite a bit, but feet feel pretty good, all things considered. That's it. All right, that was 1 hour, 45 minutes, 6.42 miles, at an average speed of 3.7 miles per hour, and I am beat. My left foot definitely has a small blister on it. Right foot feels great. I think my left foot is slightly smaller than my right foot, and I probably should have started out with double socks on the left, and I think it would have been all good. Having said that, I consider this a success. I could have easily gone another 3 miles, or so I say. Definitely pain in the feet was not a factor, but overall fatigue definitely is. So that's our results. All right, so the lighting's not stellar out here, but there's a blister right there, which, again, it's the left foot. Right foot is fine, and I think it could have been avoided with the proper socks. Overall, I am pleased, I am happy, and I think I'm going to do a test run with the 11.5 Coyote Suedes, maybe a similar distance, about 6.5 miles, and see how that goes, because I thought they were too big, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, so in summary, we took a brand new pair of GORUCK MACV-1 6-inch black leather boots right out of the box, took them on a 6.5 mile ruck march with a 20-pound ruck plate, and they did pretty well. I did get a blister on my left heel. The left boot felt like it fit looser than the right boot, which probably means my left foot is slightly smaller. In hindsight, if I had checked the fit better before starting out and worn 2 pairs of socks on the left, I think it would have been okay. So overall, I'm going to say that GORUCK's claim that these require minimal or no break-in is pretty accurate. These were very comfortable and the right boot worked flawlessly. I look forward to testing these more, and I will be testing the Coyote in 11.5 size extensively as well. Thanks. Have a good day.